Stephen Curry has made more three-pointers than any player in NBA history, over 3,800 of them. But here's what most people don't know. The man who redefined basketball from beyond the arc has also redefined what it means to win off the court. This isn't a story about fame. It's a story about faith, family, and the quiet sanctuary he's built far from the roar of the crowd. Personal life. Before we talk about championships and contracts, let's talk about what matters most to Stephen Curry. Home, faith, family, the things that ground him when the arena lights go dark. Today, Stephen Curry's world revolves around the warmth of his Bay Area home, where life slows to a different rhythm the moment he walks through the door. He and his wife Ayesha have created something sacred here. A space where their 4 children, Riley, Ryan, Cannon, and baby Kais, born in May 2024, fill every room with laughter and energy. Between school pickups, backyard basketball games, and late-night snacks around the kitchen island, their home hums with a different kind of joy. Not the roar of 20,000 fans, but something deeper. Sunday dinners, homemade breakfasts, movie nights curled up on the couch. These aren't just routines, they're rituals that Curry guards as fiercely as any championship trophy. Ayesha, who runs the lifestyle brand Sweet July and several restaurants, isn't just his partner, she's his anchor. Together, they've built a life that feels less like celebrity and more like sanctuary. Curry has said it himself. Being a dad is his favorite job, whether he's cheering from the stands at his kids' games or hitting game winners under NBA lights, he shows up fully. Faith is the foundation of everything he does. Every morning starts with prayer and reflection. It's not for show, it's survival, balance. The phrase, "I can do all things," still appears on his sneakers during every game, not as marketing, as a reminder of why he plays and who he plays for. When his schedule allows, Curry escapes to the golf course. Out there, surrounded by green fairways and wide-open sky, he finds peace. He plays in celebrity tournaments, sometimes alongside friends like Barack Obama, enjoying the precision and patience that golf demands. It's therapy, a quiet counterbalance to the chaos of an NBA season. The Currys also travel often, summer trips by the sea, sailing the Mediterranean, days off the grid, no cameras, no press, just family. Whether they're playing in their home pool or exploring new cities together, these small, peaceful moments have become their definition of wealth. At this stage of his life, Curry seems content, not because things have slowed down, they haven't, but because he's learned to be still within the motion. His days balance evenly between practice, family, faith, and rest, a rhythm that feels more human than heroic. That's the version of Stephen Curry the world rarely sees, the calm, the real. The man who knows that true greatness isn't measured by what happens under stadium lights, but by what remains when they turn off. Early life and roots. Stephen's story doesn't begin with fame. It begins in Akron, Ohio, March 14, 1988, the same hospital where another future legend, LeBron James, was born. But while LeBron would rise from struggle, Stephen grew up in the echo of bouncing basketballs and swishing nets. His father, Del Curry, was the Charlotte Hornets' all-time leading scorer. Young Stephen watched from the sidelines, studied his father's calm precision, learned early that greatness isn't born in applause, it's built in repetition. When Del joined the Toronto Raptors, the family moved to Canada. There, a young Curry attended Queensway Christian College and led his team to an undefeated season. He also joined Toronto 5-0, a competitive youth club, where he guided them to a provincial championship. Word traveled back to the Carolinas. After Del retired, the family returned to Charlotte, North Carolina. Stephen continued dominating in high school, leading his team to 3 consecutive championships. But when he tried to follow his father's footsteps to Virginia Tech, the program doubted his size and athleticism. Too small, not strong enough. This rejection shaped him more than any trophy ever could. It led him to Davidson College, a smaller school, a bigger stage to prove himself. College and NBA career. College became his proving ground. At Davidson, Curry shone from day one. His freshman year, he ranked among the nation's top scorers. His sophomore year made him a national sensation. He led Davidson to the NCAA Elite Eight and shattered the tournament's three-point record in the process. By his junior year, Curry had transitioned to point guard, sharpening his vision and playmaking while still draining three-pointers with surgical accuracy. He finished that season as the NCAA's leading scorer. The basketball world took notice. In 2009, the Golden State Warriors drafted him 7th overall. His rookie season was electric. 166 three-pointers, the most by any rookie in NBA history. But then, ankle injuries threatened everything. Between surgeries and rehab, questions grew. Could his body handle the grind? In 2012, Golden State took a risk. A 4-year, $44 million contract that critics called reckless. Curry responded by hitting 272 three-pointers in a single season, a new NBA record. The next year, he made 314. His shooting wasn't just effective, it was revolutionary. Under new coach Steve Kerr in 2014, the Warriors rebuilt their entire offense around Curry's speed, spacing, and long-range brilliance. The result? A basketball revolution, a style that reshaped how the modern game is played. From there, history accelerated. The Warriors won their first championship in 2015. Curry won the league MVP award. Over the next few years, he became the face of a dynasty. Back-to-back championships in 2017 and 2018. The journey wasn't without setbacks. A hand injury sidelined him for months in 2020, but his return the following season was spectacular. And then came the validation everyone waited for. In the 2021 to 2022 season, Curry led the Warriors back to the summit, their 4th NBA title, his first Finals MVP award. Full circle. The Bay Area Mansion. Stephen Curry's multi-million-dollar estate in Atherton, California, one of Silicon Valley's most exclusive neighborhoods, is more than a home. It's a retreat. He purchased the custom-designed property for $30 million, 18,000 square feet spread across 2 acres of peaceful grounds. The entrance winds through manicured hedges before the house emerges, a delicate blend of glass, stone, and pale wood. The design feels airy yet grounded, built for privacy, not show. Inside, the living room opens onto the garden. Glass walls blur the boundary between indoors and out, offering direct views of the infinity pool. Cream walls and warm wood tones blend with soft black accents. This is where evenings end slowly, children sprawled on rugs, Ayesha laughing from the kitchen. The kitchen and dining area flow seamlessly. A dark stone island anchors the space, surrounded by oak cabinets and hidden appliances. The dining table sits beside sliding glass doors that open onto the terrace, where family dinners often happen under soft California sunlight. Upstairs, the master bedroom is spacious but grounded. Neutral fabrics, soft lighting, a sanctuary. The low bed faces a fireplace. Behind it, tall windows open onto a private balcony overlooking the pool and greenery. The bathroom continues that serenity. Marble walls, clear glass, a freestanding tub bathed in morning light. Downstairs, the energy shifts. A recreation room with a pool table, poker corner, and sleek bar stocked with wine. Nearby, a private gym, sauna, and massage room. Spaces designed not as luxury statements, but as physical balance. Outside, the long infinity pool stretches toward the back lawn, surrounded by lounge chairs. Mornings start with children's laughter. Behind the pool sits a fully equipped tennis court and half basketball court beneath tall trees. The heartbeat of the property. What makes this house special isn't its size or cost, it's the peace. Every surface reflects Curry's philosophy. Simple, focused, intentional. Car collection. Beyond basketball, Stephen Curry has a genuine passion for cars. Over the years, that love has grown into an impressive collection. At the top sits his pride and joy, a Mansory-tuned Ford GT. Wrapped in deep black carbon fiber with gold accents, the twin-turbo V6 engine delivers over 700 horsepower. Priced around $2.6 million, the Ford GT isn't about showing off. It's a statement of mastery. On slower mornings, he reaches for his Infiniti Q50. More than a sponsorship, It's authenticity. The red sedan costs about $35,000, but feels richer in purpose. It mirrors how Curry approaches practice: consistent, humble, exact. Then there's the Range Rover, the family car, school runs, road trips, Sunday drives. Its $28,000 price tag means little compared to the warmth inside. Ayesha in the passenger seat, kids chatting in the back, comfort, stability, home on wheels. Nearby sits his Mercedes-Benz G-Class, that unmistakable G-Wagon, matte black, squared edges, worth around $124,000. The car he takes when he wants quiet strength. Finally, the Porsche Panamera, sleek and fluid, the athlete of luxury sedans. Its $179,000 design blends power with elegance. When Curry takes it out, it's usually alone. A drive to think, to breathe. From roaring engines to calm daily drives, his garage mirrors his life. Ambition balanced with peace. Income and net worth. It begins with a number that speaks louder than most trophies. $240 million. That's Stephen Curry's estimated net worth, earned through precision, patience, and a decade of unmatched influence. His financial rise started on the court. Drafted by Golden State in 2009, Curry built his empire one contract at a time. The breakthrough came in 2017. A 5-year, $201 million deal, the largest in NBA history at the time. 4 years later, he shattered records again. A 4-year, $215 million extension. His annual salary climbed from $48 million in 2022 to an expected $62 million by 2027. Between salary, bonuses, and incentives, Curry is projected to earn over $350 million from playing alone by decade's end. But what truly multiplies his wealth lies beyond the hardwood. His partnership with Under Armour transformed from endorsement to equity. The Curry brand now generates an estimated $250 to $300 million in annual revenue. Curry reportedly earns $20 to $25 million per year from royalties and bonuses. Add earlier collaborations with Nike and TCL Palm, where he holds shares valued near $10 million, and his endorsement portfolio contributes $40 to $50 million annually. Then comes real estate. In 2015, Curry bought a $3.2 million home in Walnut Creek, later upgrading to a $5.775 million mansion in Alamo, which he sold for $6.3 million. The headline purchase arrived in 2019, a $31 million Atherton estate. After selling it, the Currys acquired another $30 million property nearby. Their additional $2.1 million Winter Park retreat in Florida serves as a family hideaway. Combined, their real estate holdings total roughly $70 million. Beyond homes and sneakers, Curry has become a thoughtful investor. Through Unanimous Media, his venture and production company, he's backed projects in sports tech, film, and wellness. With an estimated portfolio value of $50 to $60 million, investments in companies like Whoop and Oxygen hint at his instinct for long-term growth. Production deals with Sony Pictures and Netflix reportedly bring in $5 to $10 million per year. All told, Curry's annual income now averages $90 to $100 million, placing him among the highest-earning athletes worldwide. Yet what defines his wealth isn't its size. It's its rhythm, earned slowly, managed wisely, diversified with care. Philanthropy. For Stephen Curry, success has never been about fame or accolades. It's about what he can give. Off the court, he and Ayesha have turned influence into impact. In 2019, the couple founded the Eat, Learn, Play Foundation, built around 3 simple goals: ensuring kids are well-fed, helping them learn, providing safe spaces to play. Since then, the foundation has raised more than $90 million and reached thousands of families across the Bay Area. Through Eat, they've funded over 25 million meals, partnering with No Kid Hungry and local food programs. The effort has cost an estimated $18 million, money that flows directly to kitchens, schools, and community centers. The Learn program focuses on literacy, In 2024, the Currys pledged $25 million over 5 years to improve literacy in Oakland. Their Little Free Library project, worth about $2 million, has created 100 reading corners across Oakland schools. They've distributed over 500,000 books, valued at roughly $3 million. Play completes the vision. The foundation has renovated playgrounds, basketball courts, and community centers across Oakland. They've invested approximately $10 million to create safe spaces where kids can simply be kids. Beyond the foundation, Curry's generosity reaches further. He's donated over $5 million to Howard University to establish a Division I golf program, becoming the first historically black college to offer it. He's covered college tuition for students who can't afford it, funded disaster relief efforts, supported organizations fighting food insecurity and homelessness. His charity work isn't driven by publicity. Most donations happen quietly, without cameras. That's the essence of who Stephen Curry is off the court. A man who understands that real wealth isn't what you keep, it's what you share. Legacy and influence. Numbers tell only part of Stephen Curry's story. 3,857 career three-pointers and counting, 4 NBA championships, 2 MVP awards, 1 Finals MVP, 10 All-Star selections, the all-time leader in playoff three-pointers with 651. These achievements are undeniable, but his legacy runs deeper than any stat sheet. Curry didn't just break records, he broke expectations, rewrote possibilities, changed the way basketball is played at every level. Before him, the three-pointer was a weapon. After him, it became the foundation of modern offense. Players around the world now practice from 30 feet. Coaches design systems around spacing and shooting. Kids in driveways launch shots from distances their parents never imagined, all because Curry proved it could be done. His impact reaches beyond strategy. He became proof that size doesn't determine destiny. At 6'2" and 185 pounds, he was too small, too slight, not athletic enough. Every doubt became fuel, every rejection became direction. He turned limitations into legends. Off the court, his influence grows quieter but no less powerful. Through faith, family, and philanthropy, Curry has modeled what success can look like when character leads the way. He's shown that being the best doesn't require arrogance, that winning doesn't require losing yourself. His marriage to Ayesha has become a rare example of stability in professional sports. 19 years together, 4 children, a partnership built on mutual respect, shared values, and intentional presence. They've built businesses together, raised a family. In an industry where relationships often crumble under pressure, theirs stands as proof that love can thrive in the spotlight. The Eat, Learn, Play Foundation ensures his legacy will outlive his playing career. Long after his final shot falls, children in Oakland will read books he provided, eat meals his foundation funded, play on courts his generosity restored. That impact is permanent, generational. What separates Curry from other greats isn't just skill or championships, it's consistency. Not just on the court, but in character. Year after year, he shows up as the same person. Humble in victory, gracious in defeat, present with family, faithful to values, generous with resources. As his career winds toward its final chapters, the question isn't whether he'll be remembered, it's how, and the answer is already clear. Stephen Curry will be remembered as the greatest shooter who ever lived, as the architect of basketball's modern era, as a champion who won the right way, as a father who prioritized presence over fame, as a philanthropist who gave more than he took, as a man who proved that greatness doesn't require compromise. Stephen Curry's story isn't about basketball, it's about belief, the kind that transforms a kid told he was too small into the greatest shooter ever seen. From Akron to Davidson to Oakland, every chapter was written against odds, every achievement earned through discipline and faith. Today, Curry stands among immortals, but ask what matters most, and he won't mention trophies. He'll talk about Sunday mornings with family, prayers before tip-off, kids laughing in the backyard, meals delivered to Oakland schools, courts restored in forgotten neighborhoods. His wealth isn't hoarded, it's deployed, shared, used for transformation. When the jersey hangs from the rafters, what remains isn't just impossible shots. It's proof you can be the best and still be kind. Win everything without losing yourself. That's the greatest victory of all.